Last week, I recorded my 300th sale on The Man Crisis, and I want to take a minute to thank all the people who have picked up the book, and I want to thank several YouTubers for helping me get the word out about the book. And the first YouTuber I want to thank is Obsidian, who set the goal for the 300 sales, and him setting that goal gave me something to work for. Now, the second person I want to thank is YouTuber Sandman, because if it wasn't for his extremely positive review on The Man Crisis, I wouldn't have gotten a lot of sales, and if it wasn't for him advertising The Man Crisis on his platform, I don't think I wouldn't have gotten as many sales as I would have on my own. Now, I also want to thank Judge Joe Brown for having me on his show where we talked about The Man Crisis, because that also helped me generate a lot of sales and get the word out about the book. And I also want to thank all of those people who are on Facebook and other platforms who have helped share the book and get the word out about the book. Now that I've met this goal of 300 sales on The Man Crisis, I want to try to get more readers sharing this book, because I wrote this book to help many of these young men out here who have been struggling. And the feedback I have been receiving from men all over the world is that this book, The Man Crisis, has transformed many lives, changed many lives, given lots of men understanding about the issues they were dealing with as men, because a lot of men out here, because they did not get any guidance from a father or learned much about male life skills or survival skills, or learned that men are different than women, this book has helped a lot of men understand a lot of things that they were having problems with, come to some perspective on things like divorce, come to some perspective on the issues as related to their families, and help them start setting a course and direction for moving their lives forward as men, as they move out of crisis and start to move their lives forward. So, from what I've heard from men all over the world, this book has really helped a lot of men deal with issues in their lives, deal with things that they were struggling with, and come to an understanding about things in their overall life. So this book, The Man Crisis, has solved lots of crises for men, and I want to see more men help improve their quality of life and get change to their life. So I'm hoping that more people will pick up The Man Crisis in paperback and Kindle formats, Smashwords, and the iBookstore, because I wrote this book because I heard about so many men suffering in the world. I heard about the increases in suicides, the increases in men going to having mental health issues, men winding up in prison. And if this book can help one man change his life, I believe it will have made a difference, because I believe the only way we're going to overcome the man crisis is if men take a minute to invest in other men, and men like myself write books like The Man Crisis, which help them understand their problems so that they can learn about their natural role that God created for them as men, learn how the world works for men different than it does for women, and start working on a path towards learning about the male life skills and survival skills that will help them start moving their lives forward in a more constructive fashion. So you can pick up your own copy of The Man Crisis on Amazon.com, again, in paperback and Kindle formats. You can also find it on Smashwords and the iBookstore and Barnes & Noble.